If you have an old iPhone like this one, they usually last quite long and perform quite well after so many updates. But the thing that usually lets down the phone is the battery life, right? Now, many of these phones, you can actually replace the internal battery if you know how. But a much simpler way of doing it is to get one of these, which is a battery case. These battery cases are effectively power banks that are shaped as battery cases. This particular one is so minimalistic. This is why one of the reasons why I like it is because it's so minimalistic and it's not actually that heavy. It doesn't add too much to the profile of the phone and the weight of the phone. Some of the batteries have weird irregular shapes on the back. I like the fact that this is smooth and doesn't take away from the beauty of such a gorgeous phone as an iPhone. In terms of capacity, this is a 6000 mAh battery, which means it charges something like an iPhone 11 about once and 20% of the time. So you can get a full charge and a little bit more from flat. In my experience, I've been able to achieve somewhere between 110% to 150%, depending on the temperature outside, because temperature does affect how fast batteries are drained. So in my experience, this performs exactly as advertised. In terms of installation, it's very easy to install. You basically just slide in the battery on top of the iPhone so that the charger bit goes right into the charging port, the lightning port, and you just snap it in. And that's all there is to it. You can see that all the function keys and ports are accessible. That's the up and down button. They're very easy to press and they work without much pressure. That's the on and off button. And the microphones and the charging ports are exposed. The cameras and the flash should be perfectly located. There's an on and off button here to activate the charging. If you just press the button here, it starts to charge your phone. And you can also tell how well charged your case is by the number of bars it displays there. You can see mine is nearly fully charged and it's charging the phone off of the first bat. Now, charged like this, I can probably get a full charge of the phone from zero. And if my phone is also fully charged, now we're talking about a day or two of battery power. Then I don't have to worry about charging my phone for like the next 2 days. As you can see there, it's happily charging. Something cool that I like about this battery case is that it prioritizes the charging of the phone over the charging of the case. So if I were to plug in my lightning cable into there, you will see that it stops charging from the case and starts charging the phone. When the phone is fully charged, it then continues charging the battery case. You can see if I press this on and off, it doesn't make any difference, but I can actually stop charging the phone even though it's connected to a lightning cable by pressing the button at the back. So basically it's got overcharge protection, which is very important. Talking about protection, it protects the phone from falls just like any other case. A really cool feature, I'm sure you've noticed, is this thing here. That's the kickstand. It allows you to stand the phone up in landscape mode, like so. And when paired with something like this, which is a nice foldable keyboard, you can just take that to a cafe and it's a pretty decent setup. I've left a link to this battery case. If you're interested, check the descriptions.